A few things, unfortunately, have happened since the results were, announced on Wednesday. Starting with, if you like, again, I don't want to say NDC people. Yeah. Do I want to say NDC people? But you have seen it. You have read it. Yeah. Where, following the announcements or following Dr. Bawumia's concession, we've had a few flashes of disturbances here and there. I can understand the MPP would want to blame your party for some of your fanatics being overly involved in doing your own thing. Your candidate, President-elect John Dramani, has appealed to anyone, whether it's MPP or NDC people involved in it, to stop.
Yes.
Why should we have the declaration of the results and then people take the law into their own hands to do whatever they want? Why?
It's just unfortunate. This particular thing happened in when we lost the elections in 2016. The same thing happened.
They came after you.
Oh, they came after us seriously everywhere.
So you are repeating it?
No, we're not repeating it, but I say two wrongs don't make right. Two wrongs don't make right at the end of the day. That's why I said it, in what's it called, Onya, Captain Smart's show. I said the law should take its course. The law should take its course. Nobody is above the law. Look, yesterday, for instance, in Tamale, the DCE, the mayor, the MPP mayor of Tamale, the buffer zone, they had so much stock of rice over the thousands. He was stealing them.
To where?
I don't know, somewhere. They were packing them in trucks. And the NDC guys saw those things. They went there and prevented it, from any movement. So these are some of the things that...
Why don't you get the police to prevent that?
They did that. They did that yesterday in Tamale. So you should give credit to the NDC folks in Tamale. I'm telling you the truth. But some of them, a lot of people take advantage. The moment you lose an election, they take advantage. You want to cause mayhem at the end of the day. So for me, I would tell the security apparatus, from the IGP or whatever, he should do what he needs to do to make sure that peace prevails in this country. Whoever breaches the law in this country, the person must corrupt, members over there.
That's not fair. You don't have any proof.
No, I'm telling you the truth. Honestly, everybody has seen it. Bossman was just useless there. The EC chairman, the DC chairperson too. She too. She.
Would you guys kick her out?
If I was Alhaji Sinare being the chairman of the EC, and I did what Mensa did, her performance, I bet you I will resign before 7th January. That's my advice to her. She's my neighbor, so we're just about some few houses away from each other. I'll advise her to quit.
Why?
But she was just useless.
Why? What did she do?
Oh, she did everything wrong. Everything.
Give me
wrong.
some specifics. You are blaming her for something. What exactly?
Okay, I'll give you. Example. The recruitment, for instance. They recruited presiding officers who were NDC card holders, MPP.
You have proof?
Oh yes, sir. We have proof. We have proof of that. Just unfortunate I didn't bring it up.
Was she directly involved in that recruitment?
But she's the head at the end of the day.
So the back stops with her.
Yeah, exactly. She's
so if a polling station officer has been behaving in Zabzugu Tatali, you will blame Jane Mensa for that.
Definitely. Definitely. They pull all kinds of tricks. So in that commission, I don't want to go into details, but in that commission, believe me, it is thy kingdom come. But I'm very happy that at the end of the day, Mother Ghana has spoken. And for me, like what you just said,
so keep her and let her learn from
no, she cannot learn. This one, she will never ever learn. If I was her, I swear by now, she should just prepare her handing over notes and just prepare a letter to the incoming president that
I won't do this again.
Yes, I'm going to do that again.
If she stays, would you encourage JDM to?
We will not encourage that at all. We don't want her there.
You don't want her there?
She's a disaster.
So you'd encourage John Mahama to find a way to get her out of office?
Definitely.
If JDM doesn't listen to that advice.
Didn't they kick Charlotte Mensa?
Charlotte Osei.
Yeah, Charlotte Osei. Didn't they kick Charlotte Osei?
Through the court of law.
Exactly. So we also do the same thing. Assuming that she doesn't want to go, we'll use the court of law to kick her out.
What if John Mahama is not enthused about that?
Oh, he will be.
He's a nice gentleman. He might say, it's okay, let's not go on that tangent. We can't be changing an easy boss.
It will never be happen. It will never happen. That will be disaster for the president. I'm telling you the truth.
Tit for tat is not good. You just said that.
This particular one has to be tit for tat. It has to be that way. I'm telling you the truth. If they had kept, assuming that they had kept Charlotte Osei, to run this 20, what's it called? She left after
2016.
She left. Yeah, exactly. Assuming that they had kept her, that would have been a good precedent. But they failed. They failed. And this woman has really messed up. So we are also going to do the same thing. What they did, we'll also do the same thing.
I see. Let's look at a bit more things on the transition. This is supposed to be, someone would say, a normal process. Yeah, this is supposed to be a normal process, and it shouldn't ideally bring out any challenges here and there. But we're already hearing word that your team is not happy with a thing or two, some payments, some appointments. JDM himself has barely said anything concerning what's happening, but people aligned to your party have started speaking about a few things with the transition team.
For me, I said this on air a few days ago, and I was giving a very strong warning to the Bank of Ghana governor, a strong warning to the accountant general, and I want to tell them that at the end of the day, if they should do something very stupid in making payments, in making certain payments that is not warranted, at the end of the day, they will suffer the consequences. We are giving them a strong warning, and those ministers who want to sign last-minute contracts in order to commit the incoming government, it wouldn't happen. We will cancel every single contract.
Once the minister signs, sometimes it is binding. There's nothing you can do about it.
You cannot do it at the last minute. You cannot do it at the last minute.
You will cause, if you cancel, you cause financial
look, but that's what they did to us. Look, I'll give you an example. Me, myself, they did the same thing to me. Do you know that
what exactly?
I have a medical firm. That's what I do for the past 40 years.
Oh, I see.
Exactly. I have engineers and all that, medical engineers trained in Japan and all that. I still maintain them. I've maintained them for 8 years with no job. I'm telling you, this is what they did to me. The same thing. They when the goods arrived, the medical equipments arrived in 2017, 20th January. We handed over 7th January. When the goods arrived in 20th January, 3 weeks exactly after 20th January, that useless Minister for Health, Ajumamenu, wrote to me and cancelled the order. Cancelled it.
When you had already brought the goods?
When I already brought the goods. Cancelled it. And so we're also giving them the same warning.
Allah says forgive.
I know, but this one, I'll not forgive this person. I'm telling you the truth. Ajimamenu, for me, I say that he's the worst minister we've ever had in the history of Mother Ghana. So useless, so corrupt. Look, we intercepted a document from National Health Insurance, those recruitment that they want to do last minute, and we are warning the head of Civil Service Commission that he should be very, very careful. If he goes ahead to approve those appointments, heads will roll. We are just about a few weeks away, from John Mahama to be president of this republic. We are going to repair every single damage. I'm telling you the truth.
Alhaji, they say government is a continuum.
I know.
The fact that they have lost in life doesn't mean we should all go and sleep till 7 January.
That does not mean that they should be doing this nonsense. It's not correct. It's not in the right direction. Knowing well that you are going to hand over on the 7th of January, you've come out to make certain payments. 240 million Ghana cedis. You're going to put a lot of burden in the next government. You're doing a last-minute recruitment. Just last minute. Why did you do that a year ago?
But if the people are needed.
No, the people are not needed. They are not needed. They intentionally did that. Everybody knows that. You know, so for me, it's a warning to all those sectors. You know, the Accountant General, the Governor of Bank of Ghana, the National Health, the Civil Service Commission, and all that. They should be very, very careful, because we are just few weeks away. How many weeks do we have?
3.
3 weeks, exactly. So they should be very careful. They should be very, very careful. If they do whatever they think that they want to do,
you reverse it.
We'll reverse it. I'm telling the truth. We will reverse it. No matter what they do, we'll reverse it.
You want to ignore the dictates of Islam and punish people.
No. This is Mother Ghana. This is Mother Ghana we're talking about. It's nothing to do with religion. It's nothing to do with religion at the end of the day. Like I said earlier, look at the kind of recruitment that they were doing. Family and friends recruitment. Look at the family and friends. Look at SNIT today. You have Osafo Mafo's son over there. All of them.
But if he's qualified,
whether he's qualified or not, at the end of the day, what they are doing is wrong. They are not the only families. Look at the president.
If after 7th of January I walk into an office and I see your son there,
the president's daughter, look at what she did. Nana Akufo's daughter. Look at how much they make payment to her. The ambulance spare parts deal and all that kind of thing. What kind of nonsense is this? How much money do you people want to chop? I can't believe this.
Alhaji, if after 7th of January I walk into an office and I see your eldest son or daughter there, is it wrong? After 7th January?
After 7th January.
Yeah, in a powerful government institution, and your son or your daughter is there. Not the pension baby.
My son or my daughter will not work in a government institution. They'll all be private.
Well, you are a private man for as long as I have known. So, Alhaji, finally,
yes.
Would you take a job?
Oh, if it's offered, if the president offers me a job, definitely I'll.
Do you have any particular one in mind?
No. I wouldn't say now.
So go back to Saudi Arabia or go back to Egypt or something. Would you take it?
I wouldn't say now. Let the president choose whatever position that he wants to give me.
But you're not lobbying for it.
I'm not lobbying for it.
If it comes fine.
I'm not lobbying for it.
But you're a leading man.
I'm a leading man. Yes.
You should get one. You have worked hard for this.
I have worked hard. That's true. I agree with you 100%. I've worked very, very hard. So it's left with the president to look at my hard work
and reward you accordingly. Alhaji, I wish you well. I wish you well. We've had Alhaji in the studio for exactly 1 hour. Alhaji, I want to say a very big thank you to you
very much.
For making it here. I'll be looking forward to your appointments.
Oh yes, inshallah. We'll see what the president has for everybody.
It shall come to pass.
I can assure you that the president will do justice to every single member in the NDC party. Everybody will be so happy.
We wish you well.
Oh yes, everybody will be very, very happy at the end of the day. Unlike the MPP government, family and friends and all that. Can look at the list. When you look at the list of the number of family members that the current president has employed, it's unbelievable. Even the ministerial, for instance, unbelievable. We are not going to.
They helped him to come to power, so he had to reward them.
No. They are not the only family in Ghana here. They are not the only family in Ghana here. The president, Addo, the leadership of the MPP, they caused their own defeat. Look, if Addo had performed well for Mother Ghana, assuming that Addo had performed between 40 to 60% of the promises that he made to the Ghanaian people, it would have been very, very difficult for the NDC to come back to power. I'm telling you the truth, honestly. It was very difficult if he had performed, But this government, for me, I would say, is the most useless government we've ever had since independence, and the most corrupt government. So corrupt. That is why Ghana, it's not NDC that punished the MPP. It is Ghanaians that punished them. And they were saying that we were going to go in opposition for 50 years. They should wait for their 50 years, inshallah.
I have